Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another vlog. A vlog where Sir Banksy and I went to our first show of 2023, finally in the month of August. Now, this is a bit of an out of context vlog because it's not the day that we went to the show. It's in fact over a week and a half after we went to the show. However, I was re-watching the rounds earlier and I was just like, why didn't I make a vlog of this? Primarily when I started vlogging, I did it for my own memories to look back on and to have on my YouTube forevermore for, yeah, the memories. And obviously, whoa, thanks for knocking me over, boy. Obviously over the years, my reasons for vlogging have not necessarily changed, but there's been other reasons to continue, if that makes sense. Sorry, that sounds all a bit cryptic, I guess, but I guess because it has become partly my income and my job, it has added a little bit of pressure in the fact that vlogs need to be good quality footage, vlogs need to be good, oh, we just had a fly on the lens, good sound, it needs to be thought out and yeah, just good content basically, because when a brand may be paying to be involved in a video, you do want to make sure that everything's just so and yeah, good. You want to make sure the content is good. So I think sometimes inadvertently that takes away from the reason of making the video, because maybe the ad becomes a bit more of a priority than the actual content or the result that you want to get out of what you're doing in said video. I feel like this does sound really cryptic. It does, I don't mean for it to be, but what I wanted to do was go back in time and wish that I had vlogged our first show jumping show of the year. I didn't at the time because I was going on my own and I didn't know that I'd have anybody to be able to come and capture the footage. But I didn't want to let that deter me from actually going and doing the competition because, like I say, he's back in action. He had been out of action for quite a while. He's fit as a fiddle, he's feeling good, and the longer I put it off, the harder it was going to be. So I wanted to make myself get out and get to a competition prior to heading up to filming Swipe Up Kick On Camp. And yeah, I didn't need any excuses to stop me from doing it. And my excuse was, well, I've got nobody to come with me and record. So that was not an excuse, but it did mean that I prioritised myself and Banksy and not thinking about having a camera person or yeah, making somebody come along maybe when they had other things to do or not want to do. And I didn't want to feel a hindrance on somebody needing to come. I just wanted to make sure I prioritised going off and enjoying my pony and getting to a competition just for my own confidence boost and self-esteem, and just for that rewarding feeling of we've done it, because I haven't had that much at all this year. The only other thing I had done with him prior till that was one dressage test back in February, March time. So I made myself enter, I went solo, and yeah, we actually had a really good day. We did the British Novice, so it was a BS show as well, so that feels even more like maybe I shouldn't be there because I'm an amateur eventer, not a British show jumper. But we went and we did it, and I'm really pleased that we did. And then I felt a big amount of guilt for not vlogging it because I didn't vlog it for the wrong reasons or the right reasons. I'm going to stop saying that now because basically I made the decision not to, which on the day at that point in time was the right decision. But now I am slightly regretting it because I do enjoy sharing my journey with you guys, and I do know that you guys like following the journey. I know that you want to know what Louis and Banksy are up to. And I know that you'll be pleased to see that they are in together. However, they've done swapsies. Banksy's now over Louis' side, Louis' over Banksy's side. And yeah, they just mix and match, and sometimes they're in the big field together and sometimes they're just having a bit of their own space. But they're getting on, which is good. So that's my update for that. And I'm now going to insert the footage of me doing my British Novice, my first show jumping round of 2023, finally in August. and followed by my 95 open. I wasn't feeling bold or brave enough to enter the Discovery, so I went in with the British Novice, which is 90, and then the jump off bit at the end is more like 95, I think, and then the 95 open, which is like 1 to 7, is 95, and then the remaining jumps, yeah, anyway, the final part of that again is jump off, and that is a metre. So I did that all by myself the Sunday before last, and I'm going to insert it here because I want it on my YouTube for my own memories, and I know that a few of you will enjoy watching it and following our journey. I was really pleased. We had 4 faults in each class, and each of them weren't necessarily anything that I did wrong or Banksy did wrong. It was just a bit flat out the second part of the double in the second class, and the first class we took the back rail of an oxer in the jump off part, which actually you'll see in the video we got a really good stride to, so I think it was just a bit of a reach for him, and then he caught it with his back foot, so I was really pleased. The one jump that I didn't ride well in each round was the jump by the exit, by the gate, and actually that was something that we talked a lot about when I was doing the Global Amateur Tour in France. They said how much that does affect your rhythm and distracts even experienced horses. I mean, obviously we're aware that more green horses are often distracted or nap towards gates because they want to go back to their friends or they want to go out the way that they came in, but it's interesting that it does even affect the riding of a more experienced horse, because I messed it up twice in each round. But I say messed it up. The majority, 95% of each round was good, and I was really pleased with it. So as I said, I'm going to stop talking, insert it in here. I hope you enjoy watching, and yeah, stay tuned because I've got quite a few more videos coming over the next few weeks. I'm probably not going to put an outro after the footage because it will only be me blabbing on for another 5 minutes, but I'm going to insert the footage here now. Thank you for watching, thank you for your support as always, and bye from me and the boys, and we will see you very soon in the next video, which is a very exciting one and will be uploaded the day after this one, so probably in 24 hours time. So whack that notification bell and you will be alerted when it goes online. But bye for now, and continue watching for the jumping footage. So this was our first round, the British Novice, the 90 to 95 and the jump off. There we go over the first fence. I'm always unsure whether to do voiceover or just leave the natural sound on. So let me know in the comments below, guys, as to which you prefer. Nicely over 1 and 2, and then I just wanted to make sure he's balanced round to 3. As I said, it goes past the gate. And then that walked 4, but we fitted 5 in quite neatly, like it wasn't a chip in. Down over this one, and then a long way up to 6, which we jumped lovely in the British Novice. That is the one that we did sadly have the back rail down for in the next class though. And then here I didn't balance him on the corner. But him being him and the little clever clogs that he is, chipped in a nice little stride, and this is where the jump off started. So I was like, oh, do I or don't I? Am I aiming just for a nice clear, or shall I try and go a bit faster? Well, I tried to go a little bit faster and we just had that back rail down. But like I say, we hit a good spot for takeoff. I felt it was nice. Here I didn't push enough, we got a bit sticky to the first part, and then bless his heart, we fitted 3 in a 2-strided double. And then the final fence. Oh, I was going to say in big pats, but the camera stopped. Okay, on to round 2. So the jumps literally just went up. They didn't change the course because it was changing for the Discovery. So it literally just went up a hole or 2, I think, for the 95 open. Fence 1 was a little bit sticky, but we got a good stride to fence 2, which I was pleased with. And then landed on the right lead to come around to fence 3 and 4 again. Sat up and fitted 5 in nicely. Did drift to the right a little, but that's being over analytical. And then got a lovely stride to this. You can hear Banksy's enjoying himself. And then just got a tiny bit deep to the first part of that double, which I think made him have to reach for the second part, which caused
the pole to come down and then around to this again. I just didn't balance on the corner right and got deep again, but he's so good at getting himself out of a deep situation. He would much rather chip in than go on a long one. And then again, this is the jump off part, but knowing I already had 4 faults, I didn't really push. I just wanted to try my best to keep in a rhythm and try and keep the rest of the poles up. I did, however, ride this double a bit more positively to ensure that we didn't put 3 in this time. 1, 2. Well done, Binks. And I think I thought we'd finished by that point, but there's still 1 jump left. He picked his feet up lovely to finish that round on 4 faults too. Now, I was actually very kindly sent my round by a follower who was further down the end of the arena. So I have it from a different angle. This is of the second class of 95. As you can see, it was a bit spooky going into number 1 because he was looking at the water tray. But it's nice to see it from a slightly different perspective, even though it was on the same side of the arena. I definitely could have made him wait more on that corner and balance. And actually, seeing it from that perspective, I probably could have made him travel more and go for the 4 strides that it was meant to be and not the 5.
Thanks. Thanks.
Aww. So yeah, I didn't do anything massively wrong through that double, just got a tiny bit deep at the beginning, which meant that it was a bit long to get out on the you can see completely how I cut the corner there. Oh my goodness, it's mad how different it is from a different angle. And then again, this is a jump off part. Not really sure why I turned so tight when we'd already had a pole, but moving forwards to this one. Good boy.
Lovely.
His keen bean ears.
Lovely.
And then this, I did sit back and drive because I was adamant I wanted the 2 strides.
Oh, well done.
Yay, good boy. Around to the final fence. So that's a wrap, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you guys for filming for me. Very, very kind of you. And clever boy, Banksy Boo.